Copy that. Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah. Yes. Legit pedals, dude. Very legit. But not when you're fucking not running them right. Yeah, we got it. Are you streaming? I don't know. I'm gonna click Don's link again and see if it's the same one. No, it's not. It's the last one. Oh, now it is. It's up. Okay, I'm live. All right, let's calibrate. So just go through the normal as song and dance again. 885. Make sure you're center now. You want to make sure that that is close to 50%. Is that not center? 885. That'll do. 886 will do. Yeah. Now you want to make sure that goes all the way to 100 and then. Yep, there you go. You're good. Push the clutch. You didn't set the clutch. Test it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Does your clutch hold halfway? Like when you push the clutch halfway, does it stay halfway? Yeah, that's what we got to do is now we got to set. Yeah, because the clutch isn't set to the clutch pedal. That's what I've been trying to tell you. You skipped it. Perfect. And we might have to play with the dead zones a little bit on the bottom, but it's much better now, bro. Do a couple laps and see what you think. Not the right one. I'll stick around if you go get the right trap. You're not got a fucking 20-degree dead zone. I was saying you're gonna have a much better steering feeling on turn-in because you got a 20-degree dead zone less now. You got your shit set to anti-stall clutch, right? Change that. Yeah, it's on anti-stall clutch. Okay, so if you ever need to get into reverse, use the clutch. If you ever need reverse, use the clutch. Or if it won't shift up gears, use the clutch. But other than that, only use it on the start. Well, we can adjust that in the slider within the actual options. Yeah, you're locking them up pretty heavy. We just need to. It's probably just because you've never been able to use full brakes before. Now, the harder you press it, you're just gonna have to be real ginger on how hard you press it. But you got a bunch more, like room to play with on the brake pedal now instead of just putting it. Yeah, you were never getting full brakes. Now you can get full brakes without having to really mash it. I don't know if you got that other setting all jacked up to compensate for it, you know what I mean? That other slider within iRacing. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta look into that right now. I gotta look into it right now. Hold on. Okay, hold on. What do you feel, bro? Do you feel like you're just completely, the brakes are not communicating with you, or is it getting a little more communicative? Copy that. Because there is, you know, we could always play with the slider within iRacing, just butt hairs, just to see if it would help at all, but because it could not communicate well with the way your feet work or whatever. Yeah. So, okay, one section you can really cut a lot of time is in the dirt just by hugging those inside tires. On the next lap, do the best you can to just almost touch those inside tires on exit. And then right there, as you cross that last tire, how it kind of puts you out wide, what I do is I lift completely off the throttle and the nose sinks, and then you can kind of put a little steering and back into the throttle so it don't push wide. It's better staying on the inside right there. So in the dirt section, keep it inside, just like you did last lap, but then on that last tire, just lift the throttle so that it keeps you inside again as you go around it. You'll be real close to those inside tires.
Gonna be pitting here probably in about 4 laps.
Come into that dirt section, you wanna, I'll wait till you come around next time. So when you come off the jump, focus on slowing it down for that right-hander. You want to get down to second, but immediately get back into third and immediately get into fourth and then leave it in fourth through the dirt. So down to second just for a brief second for engine braking and then right back to third. Right to fourth and then leave it in fourth through the whole dirt. And then right about there you can grab fifth.
Hit this time, hit this time.
Yep. That was better. Let's look at your laps. Yeah, that last lap. So okay, there's two things. I could get you into the 37s. One way is by hitting the jump in fifth gear, and you got to use the brake throttle technique. So if you notice when you're landing on the jump, your chassis slapping. Can you hear it go plow? That's basically like the chassis like slapping into the face of the jump, and that's because you're not landing the same angle as the jump. So what I do and what a lot of other guys do is, as you come over that jump, what you want to do is you want to be in fifth gear instead of fourth, so you're carrying a little more speed. And as you come up to the jump, you let off, you hit the throttle at the last second, and then you tap the brake, and then you get back into the throttle so that your wheels are spinning as you hit the ground. It's like the old school R-Factor trick where you land all revved out and it gives you that little boost. Well, try hitting the jump in fifth gear and tapping the brake so that you can point the nose towards the ground, because if you can land with the nose pointed with the jump face, you'll actually gain speed as you come off the jump. Instead, right now you're scrubbing a bunch by chassis slapping. Yeah, so as you're in the air, I just stab the brake real quick and it'll drop the nose down, and then I get back into the throttle to land nose down instead of landing butt first and then it chassis slaps. Ba-boom. So you want to tap the brake, be in fifth gear, tap the brake, and then get right back into the gas, whop, and then land on throttle.
Oh, I see the brake bars going a lot further up now.
All the way, bro.
Did I miss anything besides a couple of aneurysms, or?
No, I'm hoping he gets it.
His clutch is hanging just a tiny hair.
Yeah, I gotta set the dead zones. Much better, D'Amico, much better!
That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was it. You just dicked up the next corner, but still it was good before that. There you go, inside tires, very good, very good. Be searching for that dark colored dirt anywhere you can. Right here, grab fifth, boom. You want to get into fourth as soon as possible when you're in the dirt. You should remember that. And then short shift fifth halfway out. Nice. Good jump. Better. Third, fourth. That was great. Great exit to the dirt right there. That's what you're looking for.
Fifth just get you lined up better for the jump too in general.
It does. Yeah, one of the things you'll notice, D'Amico, is that you actually don't need to hit the brakes before you hit the jump. You just let off and coast through that last corner, so.
I just get through the dirt. Excellent. Man.
Yeah,
Like that.
really good exit again on the dirt. Look at him locking up the brakes, like just showing off now.
It's gonna take a little bit of time. I'm telling you, these things are.
Well, what I'm saying is you're braking in places you don't need to.
And if you watch that replay, I mean, I know it doesn't sound like the engine's going, but look at that rooster tail it's shooting. These things are so easy to spin the tires, dude.
Well, right before the jump, now that you're grabbing fifth, you're kind of like letting off early and braking a little bit and kind of hesitating before the jump. What you got to do is just hit fifth and let off right before you come to that jump, so that you almost crease that left wall, and then you just come off the jump, tap the brake, get back into gas, boom.
Need to show him that video of DeYoung's where he's just
and then really focus on not spending a lot of time in second or third gear in the dirt. You're just using it to turn and slow down. So you want to like third, fourth, like instantly just boom, boom, and then just pedal, half throttle. But yeah, try not braking before the jump in fifth, just coast through. There you go, much better. Much better. Now you got to try to use a little more brakes when you enter the dirt section to set you up for the next one. The focus after the jump is to really slow this thing down, not carry speed in. There you go. Slow her down. There you go. Stay inside, fourth. You want to try to find fourth a little quicker. And then right there on that last tire, you got to lift to hold the inside. You got to lift off the throttle and then get back in the throttle. It'll set the nose inside and it won't push you wide. There you go, good short shift. Now lift on this last tire. There we go.
awesome.
Very good. Little oversteer on the exit, but still. I think I wore him out.
He just set these brakes up and shit too. I noticed him last 3 laps. His brake was hanging. He's either pushing it himself or it's hanging here.
No, see when he pushes the throttle, it's doing it a little bit, isn't it?
I'm not sure what it is, but I'm just noticing it was staying lit just a tiny bit on the bottom, which I know for a fact will slow you down.
It's really easy to set that. We can do that right now if you want, D'Amico.
They do that until you move. You got to move first, and it'll.
Yeah, you got to move first.
That's
part of that anti-stall clutch.
Well, you're still in the pits. Get out on the track and in neutral and let off them. Neutral if you can.
Anytime you come to a stop, the brake will automatically come on.
Yeah,
we can set that. If you want to do that right now, we can. Yeah, let's do it.
I actually noticed all 3 of them were doing it, so
So leave your stream on. Open up your Fanatec software.
Fanatec.
Nope, I like Fanatec.
In Windows.
On your desktop.
Alt M will put.
I found it on the left-hand side of your desktop. Lower left.
Alt M so you can minimize iRacing to get to Windows, or Alt Enter. I mean, my bad.
Alt tab.
Alt tab, Alt enter. I think I'll switch you to. Alt enter. I think switches you to Windows mode in iRacing. Left Alt plus enter or whatever.
And then you got to minimize it. Then minimize that. Minimize it. Alt tab. Find your desktop. Yeah, you got to select one of those. Select the speakers. It should send you back to your desktop. All right, we'll close iRacing then. We'll do it. We'll do it the hard way. Over there on the left.
On the left, at a tech wheel.
Yep, properties. Okay. Yeah, so what we're going to do is you're going to go into set minimum and you're going to hold the pedal so that it maintains that little flicker. So just barely put your foot on the brake so it holds that little flicker and then set min. So it's just a barely butt hair. That was way too much. That was way too much. You got to do just above what it's flickering, if that makes any sense. So set the min right now without touching anything. And then see if you can just barely touch it so it'll flicker one fucking bar. Yeah, well, I can't help you there. No, let's focus on the brake. We come back to throttle. So set the min without touching anything.
Oh, we can't already tell us we can't see your mouse or nothing. You set it once. He wants you to click set min again, I think. Okay,
now what you want to do is you want to get just that flicker to stay on the screen.
It goes away once he clicks set min, I think. It
zeroes
you
got
out.
Shoes on? Well, if you're butt naked, take your shoes off, because I race butt naked, but I usually wear shoes. And just stick a fucking toe on that thing so it just barely fucking, I mean, we're talking one little micro bar. Not your big toe. Set min, yeah, set min right now without touching anything. There you go. Now push it full without touching any of the set maxes. Just push it full and see what kind of throw you're getting. That's as far as you can push it? Okay, well what we want to do is we want to push it as far as you can without lifting it off the floor and hold it there and then set max and hold it till it says done. As much as you can without lifting it off the floor. Realistic braking application. Okay, then leave it. Leave it. All right, now go back to the throttle and set the min without touching anything. Now we want to do the same thing as the brake, so you want to just barely touch the throttle so you get one little butt hair bar at the bottom and then set the min. That's too much. Now just test it right now without touching the set max and see if you get full throw. Are you touching anything right now? Okay, so set the mid now on the brake. You got a bunch of hair in there? Is it tremendously dirty? All right, give me full brake and see if you got that same throw. Yep. Release it. All right, go to the clutch, set them in, don't touch nothing. Now bump the clutch the same as the brake, just one little butt hair line and reset them in. Make sure you got full throw. Test all pedals, make sure you got full throw and they're not hanging. Good to go. You're welcome.
Now go back in iRacing and try them again. That was a pain in the ass, huh?
No?
Yes. Yes, it was. Go in a
Probably a
test
good
session
thing it'll
for
let
just,
you test, yeah.
You know, just trying to test your hardware, and you can also practice on your line a little. You can't get too much practice.
I can get you into the 37s, I guarantee it.
If he listens, you can.
Well, it's just learning that the new line, the different gear points, and the shift points, really focusing on the shift points and really focusing on the line in the dirt section. Also, okay, you wanna gain a bunch, bro? You gotta start your braking later and do it harder. So on the bank section, you gotta be way out left, brake later, brake harder. You wanna brake as hard as you can without locking them up. But what I notice you're doing is you're braking not as hard as you can, but for longer distances. Ooh, smooth landing right there. Did you see that, King?
Yep.
You'd be so surprised how much time you gained right there. What we got to get you to do is the lift on that tire in the dirt section. In fourth gear, you just got to lift, and it'll set the nose, and you won't push wide when you exit.
Braking is so much better now. Holy
His
cow.
braking is way better, I know.
That's the weird thing about these cars, even though they're totally different, I kind of relate them to Formula One car because it's all about acceleration and braking.
Right here in this dirt section, once you get to the close tire coming up, lift and then stay inside again.
Never lifted.
Never lifted, not once. It's okay. It's okay.
No, wrong tires when you got back.
Yeah, I wish I could like highlight the tire I'm talking about.
fourth tire right there. You want to lift and get right into that tire. Just one wide on it. The
No, the one before
next
the
to
last one.
Fourth.
The one before the last one.
Yeah. That's what we're trying to
was
explain
close.
it. None of the pedals are hanging now. That's good. I don't know how he did it all before, because it was like he had zero braking.
Dude, it was like a quarter of the throw, I know. I've been waiting for this day. I just
There you go.
sometimes, yeah, there you go. See, you just gotta stay inside the entire time. There you go. Much better. Other than hitting the
So we can
tire.
either do
at
the
the
right
end.
front here, guys.
I'll forget about
Guys,
that.
somebody. How about,
We're
how's
just
you
like
driving there,
just
buddy?
one or two little things can make huge difference in a
All right,
lap.
can you throw your Delta on for us? Your Delta, and put it on
Tab.
tab, and then change it so it says session best lap.
Yeah,
No,
but this
but
will
it gives
give
us
you
the
a
green
visual.
bar up top.
This will give you a visual graphic once you do a lap.
You'll see that if you stay inside and lift when we're telling you, your Delta will just immediately go green in those sections.
That's because you got the Delta on. There's a little checkbox over there if you want to shut it
Reference
off.
car, yeah, you can turn that off if you want. Actually, you might want to. It's distracting.
It might be good for him to keep up, but that Delta bar up there, don't look at it. Just look for red or green, and it'll almost always be red on the entry and green on the exit.
What's your fuel at right now?
Get back in the car. You don't got mouse enabled while you're driving, do you? Okay, over on the left, there's a little red checkbox, reference car. Uncheck it, and the car will go away. Fuel.
Put it at 3.9.
We'll get a fuel rating immediately.
No, I should do it. Thank you for flying, Double Coast Productions.
Welcome, race fans, rock raiders, smooth rally racing. Hella smoother, I love it. Keep it tight, keep it tight. Left, keep it tight. There you go.
There you go. There you go. Now we just got to teach you how to compensate for when the car kind of shoves its weight, you know, when you lift off the throttle. But the idea is we want to keep it on the inside there.
Be as close to that tire as you can with the front end without hitting it, which is tricky. Put all the grips at to give you a good run off. There you go.
Want to be at fourth though.
Kind of.
You don't want to
like
be
it.
at fifth until you exit after you lift around that tire. That's when you get into fifth. There you go. There you go. Way better right there. Look at all that, what you're gaining on exit right there. You can do that a little earlier, that's it right there. really park it in here.
Gotta get that right wheel on that curb if you can. Not
Yeah,
quite
closer,
on
as
it.
close as you can. You're gonna gain time. Every time you get closer to that inside shit in the dirt, you're gonna gain a lot of time.
Couple reasons. One, it's a
I'd
little
rather you
shorter.
be whacking those tires and then back it out.
Couple reasons. It's a little shorter way around, and there's a lot more grip down there. Like operator said, anytime you can keep your tires in that darker dirt, there's a lot more traction. That was beauty right there.
Good line through there, very good.
That was the best one yet right there. Ain't that weird how it seems so much slower, but in
Look
reality
at how
it's
much he
quicker?
got right there. Plus
Yeah.
20.
And it seemed like he was going a lot slower than that, but that green just kept getting greener and greener.
Yep. Well, you lose it in the entry, but you get it all back on the end.
Yeah, it's saying sounds familiar. I know this one guy years ago told me that.
Nice.
Much
Nice. Nice.
Oh yeah, 38.6.
That's his fastest lap ever.
All right, man, start spotting that entry.
Frickin'
Start
right it
spotting
is.
that entry.
There you go. See, if you could, that was almost perfect on entry there, because if you could really park it on that inside like you just did and then get on throttle easy and just keep it in the inside, that's where you're going to gain all you're losing.
The patented operator term for that is candy striping.
Candy striping, bro.
He's hitting that jump right every time too. I like that. You can just see he's lined up a lot better and a lot more confident through there.
It's almost
There
like the
you
fifth
go.
gears. There you go. Much better.
Keep it
Lift.
down
There
there.
you go. Perfect.
Yes, there you go. Beauty.
Much better. Shitty exit, but you're getting through the first part of that corner exactly what we've been talking this whole time.
It's almost like a 3 different corners here all in one kind of. It's really odd, difficult corner.
I know. I know. I know. I'm trying to help you, D'Amico. Because you're actually braking.
Oh yeah, you'll get it though. But look at that corner, D'Amico. It's like almost 4 corners in one there. It's extremely difficult or easy to get off of the line. It's just, I don't know. That's like one of the hardest corners in Rally-Aided Operator, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's multi because you come into the hairpin, but you have to be so slowly not sliding sideways so that you can get drive into the next one. Then you gotta go out wide and then cut way deep inside again for the exit. So it's like King said, it's like literally like almost 3.5 corners. That's how we roll. Leave it to D'Amico. Fucking fix his shit, and he's still like butthurt about it.
Hopefully you'll have easier luck now because you have a lot more car control. I think I noticed that you're a lot smoother, a lot straighter, more now. Yeah, I know, but you still, I don't know what you think, operator. Looks to me like he's just got general better car control.
Well, look at the laps.
Yep. Another thing operator told me about, especially with rally racing, you're almost like 3 corners before you're setting yourself up for that corner, 3 corners ahead of you because the
For the rotation
The
aspect.
way these
'cause-
things slide around and the way you got to do to get them to rotate, it's almost like the shit you do 3 corners before will affect the corner you're actually in. It's strange, but
When you're coming into the dirt hairpin, D'Amico, one of the things you did on the last lap that was like better than I've seen you do in a long time was like you used the momentum from braking into it to rotate the car, but you were so close to those inside tires that now you're pointed exactly where you need to go. If you go back to that last lap and look at that dirt section that I'm talking about, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You rotated right at the perfect point, so you weren't carrying too much more speed, and were able to keep it real tight on those tires, and that's the key in that dirt section.
"15 minutes."
Slow motion. Yeah, watch. See, now watch. You're set up for exit. Boom, you stay in that dark colored dirt. Almost hit that next tire, and then you got to get close to the next tire. You do your lift, still staying on that dark dirt inside. So you floated a little wide on that next tire, and then got a little crossed up. But if you can keep it on inside.
Oh, that floating wide there is what got you into that tire eventually. You gotta, lifted, stayed out of it a little longer, a little more, kept it closer to that curb.
But when you came around that hairpin, that as you're so tight on that tire, it parks you so that you're already, you can just straight shoot to that next tire.
Basically, you're wanting to scrub off speed through here, where a lot of guys are on the throttle trying to get it to rotate. You're wanting, like he said, after you come off the jump from there until you decide to get back in it on that 4th tire, you're basically fighting. I mean, you got to stay on the throttle a little, stay ahead of the guy in front of you, but you're trying to scrub speed at the same time. It's
And then so at that one tire, you got out of that dark dirt, and then the light dirt sucked you into the middle as you lifted, which is just 3 things creating one. Much better.
Your entry and everything was a lot better on that corner. It's like almost perfect. Could have been maybe a hair lower, but the closer you get to the tires, the better your lap's going to be. But the closer you get every time, the riskier it gets.
Yeah, it's a riskier line, but that is the speed line.
Start that shit.
Good job, bro.
Just get me up to speed here.
And just remember, now that you actually got the brakes, you want to try to really brake later and harder. You'll gain time. Find that sweet spot in your brake pedal right before you're locking them up. And you can't really do it on dirt, so don't try. Nice. He sees the line now for sure, right?
Yep. Just remember, when he says nice, that's good. When he says clean, you've perfected it.
Yeah, you're late on the brakes off the jump, so you've got to be like real quick on the brakes to keep the nose pointed down. You want to land nose down. There you go. Much better through that dirt exit. You could be tighter, but it's much better.
Notice who's hitting it more consistent now too.
more. Yeah, we got to be more proactive about getting on the brakes earlier coming up to the dirt section. Don't use the brakes just to rotate. You got to start your braking and then rotate while you're braking. Yeah, you can get through. There you go. You gotta get greedy on those inside tires. I want you to kiss those motherfuckers. You get so close. Get real greedy with it on the inside. When you're coming up to this dirt section, don't stab into the brakes. Just roll in a good medium pressure. And then hold what you got on the brakes when you're coming up to this turn. Or just throw it with no brakes and all throttle.
There's like, or not. Oh, dude, either
Or
way.
just Scandinavian, flick it right in there. I'm gonna start calling you the wild man like this dude Adrian Cheney runs the Pro 4 trucks. He just, every corner he enters, he's backwards.
Dude, you
Where
got
other dudes are braking, he's on throttle pointed in the opposite direction.
well, you got the Mad 62 nickname, right?
I know.
You son of a bitch.
I think he just wanted to see if it'd be quicker.
How much
he
of an
was doing
adjustment do you think we need
he
here?
told him to do something, so he did the opposite. Could have told him, just send it through there.
You're still not, one of the things I'm noticing right now is that if you could be on throttle more going to the hairpin, but then actually use the brakes to slow yourself down, you'll gain. Instead, right now, you're coasting up to it because you're so scared of overshooting that hairpin. Throttle into it and then use the brakes to set yourself down to the speed you need to be to not be past those tires. I've hit those tires a billion
right here.
times.
That's how you figure it out, though, by pushing the
There you go. See how you almost touched the candy stripe after you came around the hairpin? That's what I'm looking for. Perfect. That was almost perfect.
Yeah, that turn one operator fight, you go a lot further down in there before you brake.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do is just focus on. I'm really focusing on this. That was really good. The dirt section. I want to overwhelm them, and then just do one corner at a time. Figure out the brake zone, you know.
And I can't believe he ain't wore out 22 laps already. That's dedication. 7 minutes till the next race.
Got a race coming up. Take a break.
Shit, he's honing it.
That's when you know you're feeling good. You're like, I got this. I'm confident on where the car is gonna be. Put it where I want.
Hustle around and pit this time. I want you to come around and pit this time. Be careful getting onto pit road down there.
He's going to break anyhow. He's going to run the next one in 7 minutes.
Yeah, take a break, bro. Park it. Much better. Much better.
Keep it them lap times when you get a second to work.
Much better.
I think it's still getting better pretty much. Good luck.
Fuck you guys. That's a second and change improvement from your race earlier today at Phoenix. And then when you get ready, we'll go back to Phoenix and I'll show you where you gotta really utilize the brakes in these fucking cars. Like coming off the oval after the straightaway, you can pack it in there so fucking hard, and then you gotta get on the brakes. What we gotta do with you is find how much brake you could put before it locks up. Find the lockup point and then figure out that's how much throw you need to put in right before the lockup point. That's what we need to do. Is we just need to figure out in iRacing, you know, how much brakes you're putting in to lock it up, and then get you to brake later and harder.
Tell you what, you picked a fool up a second real quick. What's up?
Yeah, I did. He might start making me a little bit proud if he can keep this up.
Just a little pat on the back in case you want to. Good job, operator. You're a good guy.
You're helping too, bro. I'm gonna need you to put that graphic up when you get a chance, by the way, D'Amico.
I didn't do that 45 seconds of work for nothing.
This isn't about how long it took.
But how fantastic it looks. It fucker does look badass. I like that little like fiery look.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
got some other ones. I got a couple more that I got for you too. So once you get back set up, I want to see you run that webcam banner, and I got a couple other little sprucies.
Yeah, it might be a few days. I'm gonna hook up with Rudy either tomorrow or the next day and get all my settings set. I talked to him this morning. He said, "Oh yeah, hit me up anytime. Anything for you, Don." I was like, "Sweet."
I'll be around tomorrow to help you with any kind of. I mean, you literally should just be able to plug that fucking thing in and download the software and done. No BS.
Yeah, I'm confident it'll be awesome because I'm pretty adept at that shit. That's why I got so upset with this last deal.
I know, you did everything above and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Phoenix International Raceway.
Yeah, he was doing damn good there. That last little practice, it was awesome.
Yeah, I'm hoping he can maintain that mindset from just right where we were just at, and that's the line. You know, focus on the line, head down, focus on the line. And there's just a couple other sections. So I mean, like you keep saying that back turn after the straightaway, I think he could carry a bunch more speed through there, which will add to getting to the braking zone, and then he can brake a lot later and harder into that oval section. Through the next chicane, he's actually, I can't offer him any improvement through there. That little strip of asphalt right before you get to the jump on the inside right?
Yeah, that little boost.
If he could find that more consistently, that would be better. And then carrying more speed to and over the jump. I mean, going from fourth gear to fifth gear over the jump is that's a huge step. That's probably a half of a second that he gained right there, right?
Yeah. Easily. I just noticed he's going over a lot smoother, landing it smoothly, consistently. It's like you said, he's landed now like level with the face of the jump instead of down on the flat. Like the easiest jumping there is to over jump.
Yeah, I'm just surprised he hasn't blown a motor on lap 8 yet. Because once that happens, you really do respect the air braking, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm just surprised. I don't think he's ever blown a motor from landing fucked up, which surprises me. What's up? Yeah, fucking. We've all blown motors, especially at this track, from landing fucked up. So just keep that in mind. The reason why we're braking is to gain time on the landing, but also to make the car so you're not chassis slapping into the ground.
Yeah, if you do that too hard or too many times, it'll take your engine right out, which is weird.
Yeah, you blow your motor up, you're done.
It usually does it when you're landing all four tires exactly at the same time. It'll just all the way down, it boom, and you're just like fuck, because it's always when you just think you're ripping your best lap up, right?
Yep.
Way deep in the zone, and then boom.
I have to back it down over the jump because I jump so fucking far, I end up fucking the car up. So you can carry a lot of fifth gear through that little chicane leading up to the jump. You can carry a lot as long as you jam the brakes hard enough to land nose first. And obviously get back in the throttle. Yeah, just focus on the line you were doing in that last practice and fucking you'll rip it. And for right now, I'll be keeping track of all your race fuel and jokers and shit, but pay attention. You could also go back through and save the sets for quali, heat, and final, and then just remember to reload the sets, or I just change the fuel because I know exactly what it takes. But you will get a little bit, especially in the heats. I mean, if you run two Beetles, one of them with 5 gallons of fuel versus 3.8, the 3.8 will be quicker. Oh, you got Johan in here. And Andrew Murphy. Watch out for the Murphy. Where you stand? Entries. So 8th. Yeah, you'll be alright. What's your fuel at right now? Garage. Yeah, 3.9 will work for the heat and for quali. If you wanted to try to squeeze a little bit out of the quali, you can bump that down to 3.2. It'll handle better. King always gets mad at me for changing the fuel because he says it fucks him up, but for me it helps. It just makes everything work better. And these cars don't turn in all that well anyway, so anything I take, I'll get. Yeah, Johan's beast. Rebecca's pretty good too. Yeah, he's been starting in the back lately too.
Because he's like super alien level, hella faster
Yeah,
than
he's
everyone.
fucking hella alien, bro.
He's got seconds on everybody.
I've raced that dude hundreds and hundreds of times.
Oh, I shouldn't say seconds on everyone.
I don't think I've ever beat him straight up.
I was shocked to see him showing you a little respect the other day. It like blew my mind, literally.
I think it's because I gave him a little respect at Daytona, the race before that. I know exactly what you're talking about. He messaged me too. Hey man, run me clean, I run you clean. Let's run clean.
$6 o'clock already. What's your hourly rate these days, operator?
You know, I give the friends and family discount, but
Ah. Better get out the handbrake cream. Not so much for your third drunk of the day. Turn the AC on, you cheap bastard. Running any cooler since you put them in, or have you noticed, or? Wow, I just think it's silly for them to. I don't know why they even ship that with empty fan holes. That kind of bothered me a little bit. It was cheap, so. Not cheap, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's weird that they would cheap out on that, you know? Such a cheap thing to put in that would increase. Yeah.
Good luck.
Ready, green flag.
Focus on the line, just get the next lap, you got more.
Get back in that rhythm, my man.
Another lap, pack it up. Still got it. Stay on it, you'll be alright. Don't get greedy with the throttle, focus on the line. Remember, inside tires in the dirt. There you go. Attaboy.
Also, keep in mind during the race, it's going to be tougher to hold it down there like that because I see it's getting slick down there. A lot of cars this time.
Good lap. Good lap.
Really come up there.
38.6 something, so it's right there with his best. Where'd you come up results-wise, D'Amico? Come up results?
Where'd you queue?
Right where he needed to. So you're gonna be battling with Demetrius and Jason. They're within your scope, and Nick and Samuel if you could pass them.
Yeah, that's why we told you to take a break earlier when the race was coming. Should've wear you out.
Wouldn't even worry about those other two. And then they'll filter out in the heats. Yeah, check your fuel. Put your fuel 3.9. There you go. You're at 3.9. It's all right.
I've been chatting with her a little. Yeah, 4 viewers. One more be a new record.
If you can on the start, stay on the inside and let them all tank each other. Don't go in there fighting. Don't get next to no one until you're at least a lap or two in.
Be a good heat to watch here, these fast fools.
Green
I've
flag.
never seen anyone blink like that ever.
Me either. Oh, it's fishy. I don't know what his ping is.
Watch Johan's line, D'Amico. Yeah, you're on him, yeah. Maybe not right here because the Joker lap doesn't simulate it, but... And he's using the asphalt way on the wide. See how close he gets? And he's on the candy stripe right there. He hits the tire, he's so close. See how he hits the brakes, lands nose down. Gets on the brakes hard again for this next corner he doesn't see. And watch how tight he gets on this next tire. Boom, touches it on the candy stripe. Really watch how hard he's braking when he comes off the jump though into that next hairpin. See, he's actually chewing the system a little bit right there by getting all traction on the stripe.
Oh, not rally, that's not considered cheating. There actually shouldn't even be any off-track penalty in this shit, but there is.
Yeah. See how much he's bogging? He doesn't even need to go to second because he brakes so hard.
Probably like a quarter throttle or less there too.
Yeah. Damn, he's in 5th, way early through there too. Earlier than I am. He's ripping. See how much he parks it? And then he goes wide to set up the next one. I don't do his line, I do the stay on the other dirt. So I feel like I get past if I open up the line, you know, I feel like I open up the door.
Yeah, Johan's got that crazy badass setup too, though. You gotta consider.
Yeah, that's true.
The straight alien shit, all exploited.
Get ready. Ready, Domingo.
Johan can't hoon with the shit, can he? They call him Johan.
You have to run.
So here you probably want to go out wide and stay clear.
Green flag, green flag.
Be lucky if
5 to go.
just let these guys go past. Uh-oh.
He's moving, he's moving. Left side. Clear, 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 clear.
Good situational awareness. Good. It's good not pushing that.
Keep going.
These guys ain't done. Stay away. Alright, he's going after the other guy. You'll be alright.
Keep in mind, we gotta get 4th or better. There's a lot of guys in this server.
Both those guys joker. Now all we gotta do is hope one more guy wrecks and catch back up to the pack. So now you actually gotta run. Nico, try to put in some good times. We'll just catch back up. Don't worry about the joker until the end. There's one.
One easy one. Next. They should be 4th place right now. That we should be
Yeah.
good
Just
to get into.
try to catch up.
Two laps to go, 2 laps to go.
Remember to lift at that tire.
That's it, my man. You're doing a great job. White flag this time.
There you go.
Forget to joker this lap.
Yeah, we're jokering.
Very slow on the right. You completed the joker lap.
Inside tires. There you go. That a black?
Good
That's
move
how
on
we
that
roll.
joker exit. You clipped the guy a little bit.
Checker
He
flag.
was pushing it on you. That
Yeah,
was
he was
good
pushing
job.
it on him. Nice.
Good
Good
job.
Damn
job.
good work, brother. Good job.
That was
By the
excellent.
skin of your teeth, son.
Got a lot more car control, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's good.
They would have tried that a couple of laps and races ago, he'd have been wrecked. Oh, we got a consi. See, everyone ain't making it there. Glad you got third, or you could have been out if you got fourth or less.
And that's why I run the inside line in the dirt so that dude couldn't get under you. All right, up to fuel 4.2.
Green flag.
Yeah, but you're not in it. Thank God. This is like all of the Top Gun shitholes from the last two heats.
The guys that didn't finish fourth are better. Bitches.
For me, the cushion is so far off the racing line most of the time that it doesn't make sense to run it. And with a four-wheel drive car, you know, when you put your rear tires on the cushion, you got 3 tires that are not. So in order to have all 4 in the cushion, you got to kind of, it's like the opposite of dirt oval. Does that make sense, King?
Yep.
You put that inside tire on the edge of the cushion instead of the outside.
The weird thing about rally shit, it's kind of similar to a lot of different kinds of racing in many aspects, but then again, it's completely different. It's
Yep.
actually pretty interesting when you think about it like that. Kind of like F1, kind of like dirt oval, kind of like asphalt, kind of like road racing. A little bit like torque.
And this is the shit I think of 24 hours a day. Just saying. And that's why Rudy will never beat me in a rallycross race.
Me and D'Amico usually thinking of how we can avoid shit in our fucking pants.
I'll race anything, anytime, anywhere.
I don't know. I raced him a little bit right when I
Oh,
first
here we go.
met
They're
him.
gonna. Do you think they're gonna make it? Oh, it's over.
Tell you what, I would imagine back in the day that old boy was pretty legit before his back went out on him.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they do it. That's rally racing. What a douchebag. What a douche.
That's where a handbrake comes in handy when you make a real bad mistake like that. And you just got to get the nose pointed in a different direction. That's what I was saying, D'Amico. If you got a couple of rubber bands, you can rig up your H pattern and use fourth as the handbrake. It's what I do.
Or if you got an old flight stick laying around, that's what I use.
Yeah, or a joystick. I use my H pattern on the Logitech, and I got 2 heavy elastic bands that keep it in neutral, and then I program fourth to the handbrake, and that's what I use to launch the car and to kind of fix it for certain hairpins and get rotation when you fuck up.
By heavy rubber bands, he means like what they strap on a horse's nuts to castrate them. You ain't gotta lie to us,
If you had like 8 regular rubber bands, it would work. Like a bunch of regular rubber bands. And I just thread them around the 2 knobs on either side. I put those so they're popped up, and then I put them on the bottom so that, you know, it's like an X or a crisscross, so it just forces it into neutral.
for me, it's better to use the joystick because it's actually, it's like a pedal. It's variable. Which I know some people think that all guys that use the e-brake freaking jack it, but they don't when you watch them all. They barely pull it. Good luck.
I got it set up linear.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh fuck, he's packed in there. This is gonna be a...
Just be careful that you don't get packed.
Good luck.
That's what packed in
You
there
can't
means.
let them go. You got two guys behind you and they're not
Yeah.
completely offline. May the punt be with you.
How could you have?
Fuck, dude. He knows
You
it's
have to
coming.
run
He knows it's
one
coming.
joker lap.
Everybody knows the punt is coming.
Green flag. 10 to go.
Let him go.
In front of you. He's rolling. Go to the right.
And over yet, they're still wrecking.
And I landed.
Focus on the line. Set tires in the dirt.
That's a protest.
I never heard of those Fuguckers. Is that a new type of burrito?
We'll have to get down to Taco Bell, try me one of them.
I think I heard Tim talking about those for guckers.
He's
There
moving.
you go.
He's
Good
moving.
rotation inside. Good in the dirt.
Keep going. Keep going.
That dude was on fire, by the way. If this guy catches up heavy, you might want to let him go.
He's moving. Keep coming.
Take it.
Good job avoiding that bail.
Good job.
Very slow on the right. Left side. Clear. Got a slow car up there in front of you. Earl, let's get along help with these lappers. 10-4.
Be careful when you get to this lapper.
Five laps to go. Earl, weed him through there. Roger.
Take it. Nice.
Very slow on the right.
Good avoidance. Nothing you could do.
up, one off course, one off course. Up, one off course, one off course. Keep coming. Right side. Clear, clear, clear.
There you go, over under. Inside, stay inside. If he catches back up, let him go.
Left side. Clear him, clear. Good job, buddy. 2 more, man. Come on.
Might punch it coming up here, watch it.
Nice, smooth. We're
Gone,
going to be
gone.
taking here in about 5.
Head down, follow your line.
Way to manage that
He
run.
ain't gone, but
Good
he
job.
fucked up. Stay inside.
White flag this time.
Inside.
Don't forget the Joker.
Remember the Joker? Joker.
You completed the Joker lap.
Inside.
Nicely done.
He's in the middle of the track.
Was hella avoidance on them bales, bro. That was a great run.
Checker flag, my man.
Great run.
Good job, bro. Good hard fight.
That was a good job.
Yeah, good race, man.
Avoided a lot of shit right there. That was awesome. I'm gonna switch everything around, get all stressed out. Let's see the results. Plus 16, minus 3. You're good. All plus on both. Awesome. I just see for me a little blurry. I don't know why. Only the results. Oh yeah, that one this morning tanked you 80 or
And
something.
the
remember?
last one.
Whatever it was pretty big hits, but you're not too worried. You can build that up during the week. That's what you do. You SR gets a little low, you run safe and stack it back up, and then once you get it up where you want it,
once you
then you
get
send
the
it.
499, if I were you, I would just keep building your IR, and you can build the SR back up later again. I wouldn't. You got to get to a point where it's like, can you continue to race and gain AR and SR? No, you're gonna lose SR. So just be happy with like a 3.0, 2.5 to 3.5. Keep your SR right around there, but really focus on the I rating.